Hello and welcome to AAA Reviews. Today I am going to be reviewing, as promised from last week, some X-Force X-Men from Toybiz line 1992. So this will be the first series that was released. I'm not doing all of them. I'm going to have to split this video into two halves, but I will give you the first 5 figures and then I'll do another video next week with the remaining 4. So as always, if you haven't already, please hit a like, please hit subscribe, please turn on notifications, and please share with your friends so we can make this channel grow together. As always, please add a comment and let me know what you think of today's video and today's sort of figures. I'm always happy to talk figures with anybody, especially these retro Toybiz figures. So with that said, let's get on with this show. Now, before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to Nate, my friend in Canada, who you can follow on Twitter. There is a link in the description because he has helped me with the prices for Canada today. And of course, my good friend at X-Men Creators, who you can follow the link to his YouTube channel, where he is always showing off Toybiz, very knowledgeable. Toybiz action figures, X-Men, you name it. So definitely worthwhile checking out his channel too. And as a pro tip, if you haven't already, take a look at the link down below in the description for Jurassic Coast collectibles. That's right, Jurassic Coast collectibles. These guys are absolutely awesome, and if there's stuff you can't find on eBay, you can always join this group, ask them guys, and they'll do their very best to help you find it, which means your chances of finding what you're looking for is just gone up. With that said, let's jump straight in. So our first figure from the X-Men X-Force is Cable. Now sadly this is a rather battered Cable, and I will get a better version at some point. This is also the Tycho version, so he doesn't have a card, and he was released in 1993, not 1992, because Tycho was slightly behind, and as of course they were the European distributors. He is half machine, half cyborg, kind of. He's really cool, a really cool character. He was in the animated series for several episodes, and he time travels, which is awesome. So how much will Cable set you back? If you are in the US, on average, he's $32. If you're in Canada, the average is $38. And if you're in the UK, the average is 35 UK pounds. Now, a lot of this is all postage included. So this price guide is like an average price of what you're looking to pay. We always encourage you to look for lower, of course. The cheaper you can get it, the better it is for you. But we've included postage because it is a cost to you. The dearest we did find him for was actually Canada, and that was $90. And that's because the postage and the actual price of the figure just shot up. And I think that makes this unpurchasable because that is just far too much for this figure. It kind of elevates the price too much. But if you really wanted it, then I'm not going to say don't go and buy it, but I just think it's a waiting game with these. A good point that my friend Nate pointed out this week to me is that when you're searching for these, sometimes it's best to just search the name and X-Men rather than X-Force. You don't get many people listing these on the big selling site eBay under X-Force. They often put the names of Cable and then X-Men, Toybiz, and you might have more success searching. Loose in the UK, you're looking at around 10 UK pounds, and in the United States, he came in at around $12. The dearest in the United States we found it for was $57, and the cheapest in the United States was $23. So the prices are, you know, you can find them cheaper, you can pay more if you want to, but obviously you don't want to do that. But the prices are, like, you know, a good guide as to what's out there at the moment in 2021. Next we've got Warpath. This is the first edition Warpath, released in 1992 with Thunder Punch action. And I actually do have a version of this loose somewhere in the cabinet. A really cool figure. We did get a better version of him later on in the second edition, and I'm 99.9% sure he is in the opening credits of the animated TV series. Comment below. I'm trying to remember, and it's terrible that because I've been watching that cartoon today. How much is Warpath? Well, if you're in the US, the cheapest we could find him for, this is the cheapest price, was $11. On average, he comes in at around $17. And the highest price we found him for was $34, loose $12. That's your prices for the USA. In Canada, the best price we could find him for, and again it was down to postage, was $34. And I'm always going to say this: if you're in Canada or in the UK, if you can buy domestically first, always buy domestically, because once we start trying to buy from the States, we've got that extra postage charge and we've got that extra import charge. In the UK, the average is £28. However, I did find this example for just 15 UK pounds, which is a very good deal. I think that is a very good price for this figure, and on average in the UK comes in around 9 UK pounds loose. As always, keep searching. Sometimes if the prices are too high, what do you need to do? Well, you just need to wait. You just need to keep searching. If you've watched my last video, you'll know it took me 9 years to find that Wolverine variant, 8 to 9 years, and I managed to find him eventually at a very, very good price. So it's always a case with toy hunting, it's just sometimes timing, waiting, being patient. Next up, we've got Shatterstar. This super cool mutant from another, I believe he's from another planet, basically, is really cool, and he can master any weapon that is put in his hands, but his favourite weapon is his swords, and he has dual sword action. It's a really cool figure. I had this one as a child, absolutely awesome. X-Force, X-Man, yeah, really cool. Price wise, if you are buying this in the US, the average price is $27. The cheapest price we found him for was $17.25 delivered, so that's not too bad at all. In Canada, he came in at $35, and in the UK, we managed to find him on average for around 20 UK pounds, so not too bad. I did find one loose example in the UK going with his swords, which is really good, for just 9 UK pounds. So that's not too bad at all. And in Canada, in the US, loose $12. So you kind of got to weigh it up. I mean, an extra $5 and you can get them sealed, and they're always worth more sealed. But then it depends how you like your figures. Next up, we've got GW Bridge. This is a really cool character who basically, I would say, describe him as a mercenary. The special agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. He basically hunts down mutants, it says here, which is really cool. This figure here is always about. You see him all the time. I remember paying way back when something like £4 or £5 for him, and price wise he hasn't gone up a lot since then, and I'm talking quite a long time ago. If you are buying him in the US, it's $14, and the average price is $15, $15, so it's not very expensive. In Canada, the cheapest we could find him for was $33. Again though, a lot of that is the postage making the price of the figure higher. And in the UK, I managed to find him for just 15 UK pounds. Again, postage included, that's delivered. So he really isn't an expensive figure if you need to add him to your collection. In the UK, I also found him £6 loose delivered. So it's really cheap if you want him loose. And in the US loose, he comes in at around $10. So this is possibly, I would say actually, this guy is definitely the cheapest of all the Toybiz figures to buy in general. I never ever see him going for all that much money, but nevertheless, if you haven't got him in your collection and you need to add him, he's definitely one you want to go search for. Next, we've got Kane. This is a really cool figure. So all these figures come with gimmicks, as we know, but this one has the coolest gimmick today because his hand fires off and then retracts, which is really awesome. This one is the first edition Kane, because we did get another Kane later on, which we'll see in one of my shows coming up, because I will be doing all of these as promised. Kane. In the US, the average price is $16.50. In Canada, the average price is $33. Again, all those prices are all the postage included, delivered to your door. And in the UK, he comes in at 29 UK pounds. Loose. I found a loose example in America, or sorry, X-Men Creators did, and it was around $10, which isn't too bad. I didn't find any loose in the UK, or maybe I did, but I didn't write it down. But yeah, he's a cool character, one that you definitely want to add to your collection if you can find him. because like I say, these things are becoming more scarce, and if you're waiting on time, you'll notice that they only come up now and again sometimes. I currently need to get the second edition one of this, which is what I'm looking for at the moment. So there you go, guys. There's your X-Force Toybiz X-Men. I will be next week doing the second part to this, which we've got the Deadpool and some other cool characters to review and price guide. Hopefully this has helped you today. Let me know in the comments if it has. Are you still looking for these figures, or have you got them all already? Let me know in the comments, guys. And as always, good luck searching for that toy goat.